It's like a Cory party in here. I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, I love these guys. That's a good one right there. And these are still pretty small actually. Hello everyone, this is Dan with Sydney's Angels and Bennett's Rainbows, and today we're going to shoot a quick vlog. And in case you're wondering where our name comes from, this is Sydney. Say hi.
Hi.
It's my daughter. She's 2.5. And Bennett is the newest addition to the family. He is about 6 months old. He was born in May. So it's Sydney's Angels. And how does it go?
Sydney's Angels beats Rainbow.
It's one of my days off today, and on my day off, I get to spend it all day with these guys. So I'm very, very lucky to be able to do that.
Hi.
But if you guys have kids, you know you don't have a whole lot of free time when you're home with the babies. So I'll do my best to kick out some videos this way, and we'll just do some vlog videos until I get a little more time. This is our living area. Excuse the glare, but this is my 93-gallon Marineland cube. I got for free from my friend Paul. Thank you, Paul, so much for the awesome tank. To get a nice coral reef tank like what I wanted, I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be. And I just don't have the time or the money right now to dedicate to that. So we'll have to revisit saltwater at a later date. But the fish have all been rehomed to good homes, and I have broken down the tank. I actually saved the sand from saltwater. I think it'll be fine, because what I'm going to put in this tank now is some Mbuna African cichlids. And they're actually coming today, so we'll get to unbox them and put them in here. I've never kept cichlids before. I have like South American cichlids like angelfish, but I've never had any kind of African cichlids. Sydney likes to sing Moana songs next to the fireplace. Be careful, baby, it's hot. So yeah, I've got 10 Chindongo Salusai coming from Imperial Tropicals. I believe I saw a video of their facility in Florida from Wild Fish Tanks. And I was really impressed with the quality of their fish and the pride that they took in their breeding projects. And the guy that was, giving the tour, he just seemed like a really cool dude. And I would love to support a business like that. I decided on Mbuna because I wanted something that would be able to take my tap water, which is super duper hard, and also be in this cube tank, which I believe is 30 inches by 30 inches by 30 inches. So it's 93 gallons, and it's not quite long enough for rainbow fish. It's not quite long enough for peacocks or haps, but Mbuna stay small, and I know they can be pretty aggressive, but I think with the right stocking number and enough caves and stuff to hide in, I think they'll be all right. So this is just a freshwater system now with lava rock and white sand. And I mean, that's it. I'll probably add some more detail rocks to it at a later time. And then this little dinky rock on top, I'm probably gonna replace with a bigger lava rock. And then I'm going to black out this backside over here so you can't see through it. And I'm also gonna black out this other side over here. I've got some really cheap panels from the dollar store that we're gonna try to tape to it later. But yeah, it's gonna be a really, really fun tank. And actually, they dropped off the fish. You wanna go get them?
Yeah.
Okay, Boone, careful by the baby. Careful by the baby. Oh yeah. It's always a good day when a box of fish rolls in. When you're receiving fish in the mail, I think it's important to at least make sure they're all alive as soon as you get the box. Yeah, I'm really loving these fish so far. These fish are always right front and center. Got great activity levels so far. This is unlike a lot of my other tanks that are, focused on breeding. This is going to be more focused on just enjoying the fish. And it's weird for me to have a tank without plants because every other tank in my house has plants. I'd be lying if I didn't, think about maybe putting some Anubias in these cracks. Maybe that'd look really cool. I don't know how it would work out in the long term. Also thought about maybe putting some pothos in this little corner filter. So there's a little plastic piece that separates the overflow. And I was thinking about putting maybe a pothos plant back here and having it kind of grow up on the lid. And if I was going to do that, maybe even put an external light up here just to shine on it and give it a little bit of light. I could do that, and I could enjoy the aesthetic of plants above the water. Or something else I could do, since this has a sump, I can put a pothos down here, and I actually have a light down here already. So Look at these fish, they're beautiful. And they're just real young right now. They hardly have much color on them. It's hard to tell which ones are gonna be males or females. I'll feed them because they're all excited, so let me feed them real quick. I think I can tell which ones are gonna be, at least one that's gonna be a male, because he's starting to turn a little blue, it seems like. And in this species, it's a species only tank right now, and that's probably how it's gonna stay. But the males turn this beautiful blue, and the females stay this vibrant yellow, and you just get a really nice contrast of colors. Okay, so it's been a few days since I shot that last video. Life kind of happens, and I just figured I'd pick up where I left off. So something really cool that I'm starting to notice. These turquoise rainbows, these are the Melantania lacustris, I got from a reputable breeder, are starting to turn blue already. If you really look, some of them have like a nice shade of blue on them. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Oh, I finally found some Kalitawa. These are really, really popular right now. Beautiful rainbow fish. They stay small, and they stay colored up like all day, from what I hear. Just collected, I think 3-4 years ago, something like that. Could be totally wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But these guys are pretty small, and they're already starting to get some color. You can see they're going to be blue on the top. It's that beautiful blue color, and nice red finish on the tail fin. So I can't wait to start breeding those and offering those on my website. I think there'd be a lot of people that'd be interested in those. I just got a shipment that I've been waiting for a couple weeks now. Super excited. These are the Melantania alleni Wapoga red strain. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. They just came in the mail like 10 minutes ago, so I'm floating them. These are probably going to be one of my favorite rainbows, just from the pictures I've seen. You can see they're starting to wake up a little bit. The bags were a little cold. It's like in the 30s here today in Illinois, and these bags are like around 64 degrees, which is a little on the lower end, but the fish are all right. They look really healthy, really nice size. Very happy. And then the seller actually threw in a bunch extra, which was really, really nice of him. I really appreciate that. I try to throw in extras when I can too. Especially if someone, buys from my website. I really do appreciate the support, and I try to help them out. Got a bunch of Trifasciata Blythe rivers that are actually getting pretty big, and actually some of them are starting to get some color already. See that red on that guy's tail? I've only bred them once, and I haven't been able to get the adults to lay eggs again. I think they're a seasonal breeder, and I haven't really gone through the effort to try to trigger them. I don't really know how to trigger them. If you guys know how to trigger rainbow fish for seasonal breeding, please let me know. But that's something I'm gonna have to research. So yeah, I still got a few of those. I don't want to sell all of them because I do really like these fish. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Got a really big one down here. This guy, look at this guy. Thinking that's going to be a male just by how fast he's growing and how big his body shape is already. The males get a much deeper body. So this tank's just got a little bit of everything in it. I mean, nothing that looks the same, so I'll definitely be able to pick out what's in here, and it's not a problem. I would never mix rainbows that I thought I was going to get confused. And these marble angelfish are absolutely getting crowded out by this water sprite. The water sprite's gotten so big that it's actually growing out of this pot now, and it's actually blocking the light. And if we come up here and really look at it, I think it's growing out of the water too. It's trying to it's going nuts. So we're gonna have to trim that back today. Really, really good, fast-growing plants. Gotta give them some more swim room. That plant's been doing a really good job of keeping this tank clean in between water changes. So if anyone's ever grown water sprite in their tank, you know how big it can get, but this is on a whole nother level. Look at this. I've got it touching the ground right now. It's coming up to like my thigh. Oh, just dropped a clump. I mean, this is unreal. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all this. It's almost too much. Look at this. This is a 5-gallon bucket here. For reference, it's like half a 5-gallon bucket of just 1 or 2 plants that just keep growing. So, I mean, sadly, I'll probably have to throw some of this away because I've got in other tanks already and other ponds. Like, it's a beautiful plant. I actually really like it. It grows really fast, so it does a great job of balancing out a tank, especially when you're dealing with algae issues. But a little of water sprite goes a long way. Please excuse the dirty glass. I don't want to clean it right now and scare these guys. This is a 60-gallon tank. I actually really dislike the dimensions because it's not very deep front to back. But it turned into what I thought might be one of the best looking rainbow fish tanks in my house. And it's not the plants. The plants really haven't taken off yet. It's the fish themselves. I've got the back painted black, and then I've got black substrate, and I think that's key for having really nice colors with rainbow fish. Look at that myrisii right there, showing some really beautiful like turquoise, orange, pink, red. Look at the blairii right now. He's got his green is showing really nicely. His tail is nice and dark red. I'm not filtering this video at all. The trifasciata Blythe rivers look amazing. These guys look really, really good. I really love these guys. They're definitely Jordan's favorite fish too. I can't say they're my favorite rainbow, but they're up there. My favorite are still the Calimoisii, which are these. They have like a rusty orange color. They're not even fully grown yet, so you're not really going to get a good, accurate depiction of their color. And this tank's kind of wonky, like it's got this lid in the front, and then the light's got to be in the back, so you're not going to always see the fish lit up. But yeah, dark background, dark substrate. You're going to see some beautiful colors on your rainbows. And they look good most of the day, actually. You know, usually rainbows, a lot of them will turn off. They'll either show in the morning or at some other time. There's a Calimoisii right there. But these guys are looking good most of the day, and I think it's that dark background, dark substrate, really brings out their colors, makes them feel comfortable. It's not my favorite dimensions, but my buddy Tony sold me this tank for a really, really good price, and I couldn't pass it up. Blairii are always happy. They're always showing off their awesome color. Look at that. See him flashing? Look at the top of his head from pretty much the top of his mouth down to his dorsal fin. It'll flash gold. See that? He's not even really going too crazy right now. Sometimes he goes nuts. He's just trying to get those pretty ladies to look at him. Oh, there he is flashing again. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, these fish in this tank always look so good. I actually, if you're interested in the Calimoisii, they're very new to the hobby. Obviously, they're not even described yet. And they were just discovered a few years ago. There's an article about them in Amazonas. But if you're interested in buying some from me, I have a ton in this 40-gallon. And I could probably put them on the website soon. Actually, they're getting pretty big. But yeah, they're beautiful fish. And we got a few Corys too. constantly pulling eggs from this. So there's a nicely colored one. This tank's not really ideal for them because it's not painted or anything. And I know I should have this painted. I just ran out of tank space and this is where they ended up. Maybe if I pull this light forward a little bit, we'll be able to see him better. Look at this guy. This guy's looking pretty good. If I can focus on him for a second. Jeez, they're so fast. Oh my god. Yeah, I love these guys. That's a good one right there. And these are still pretty small actually. I lost all 5 parents outside in the pond because I didn't listen to some good advice. So I was lucky I had a mop of eggs, and obviously the parents were very productive. This is just one mop of eggs. These guys are just going to get better and better. Look at this guy. Oh, wow-wee. And look at this parva, Melitania parva. He's looking really, really orange. They usually turn off around noon for me, but this guy's looking really good today still. And it's like 2 o'clock. Oh, I was talking in my video. Cheeky monkey. Everyone that has back in stock requests for the L181 peppermint plecos, I do have about like 10 juvies growing up, and I do have some sellable size ones that I can sell right now. I just need to do a count on how many I have, just in case. I don't want to oversell because some of them are going to be making their way to this colony tank. So this is a 40 gallon. And it's got L181 plecos. I think at least a couple breeding pairs. I can't remember how many I have in there. And I've got our Philippine blue angelfish growing out in here too. Just absolutely the best group of angelfish that we've ever raised. They're not turning blue yet, but their ventral fins and just their finnage in general are absolutely perfect. If you're thinking about getting a group of these to start your own breeding pair, these are looking pretty dang good. I haven't culled any of them yet, but honestly, most of them in here look pretty good. This guy's wonky. He's a wonky donkey. I gotta move these guys to this tray right now because I just found a bunch of eggs for my Venezuelan Corydoras. Super excited, and I think I'm gonna start raising them in this tray. Let me go show you. So I literally just set this 10-gallon tank up the other day, like maybe 2-3 days ago. It's got a group of 6 Venezuelan Corydoras in here, and I made it look cool because I like the way it looks. I don't know if they really need the stones in there or the pebbles. I know they probably appreciate the sand. Been feeding them brine shrimp and bloodworms. So I did a cold water change last night after I've been feeding them for about 3 days, really heavy. And you can probably see on the glass we've got a bunch of eggs. Super excited. So, really, really happy to come down here and see that. And if you look really close to the back corner, I don't know if this is going to come up, but there's another big patch of eggs back on the back wall of the aquarium. So, I don't know how many eggs that is. I'm going to say at least 50. And they all look really good. I don't see any ones that are bad yet. No, I don't see one bad egg in here. Maybe whatever that is. So, really excited about that. Love these Corydoras. I can't wait to have like 100 of them. And, eventually put them on the website. This is my 90-gallon planted Rainbowfish aquarium. It's a community aquarium where we've got a few different species of rainbows. Most of them are going to be the Rosario Lacorte Bosemani, which end of the day, so the colors might not be that great. Actually, they still look pretty dang good. Not gonna lie. This happy boy. Love these fish. They're so beautiful. Steve, if you're watching, thank you so much for them. I just love these fish. Yeah, we've got some really beautiful fish in here, like these, also given to me by Steve. These Trifasciata Blythe River Collection Point rainbows. I've got them downstairs too. They turn like this beautiful dark purple on the top. A lot more red than like a standard Trifasciata. Really like their body shape too. I just recently put in some Cali Moises. They're probably not gonna look super duper good. They're still small, but personally one of my favorites just from the pictures I've seen, and the adults I had that jumped out of the pond were just absolutely gorgeous. So really looking forward to seeing those grow up. I've got some Melanotaenia parva, Gary Lang. I think that's, this guy's in the way. There's my parva. No, that's not a parva. Dingus. Where's my parva? Where's my parva? He's probably not looking too good right now. They only look good like first half of the day, really. Right here. There's my parva. They turn like this beautiful, beautiful orange. Most of their body turns orange. You can see that's the male because he's got the orange fins on him. I really like the way the females look in this strain, actually. Or this, there's a female. They just remind me of like a largemouth bass. I don't know why. They just do. There's another female. The reason I'm showing you guys this tank is just to say that, you know, I turned the CO2 off on it months ago now, 2-3 months ago. Initially, the system was shocked, and now it's doing really well. It's gotten used to the low to no CO2 in the water. I still dose some liquid fertilizers once a week during my water change. Do a 50% water change once a week. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I would really like to make a pretty drastic change to this tank. And I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it's going to work out. So I really like the carpet in the front and the middle and the back, but it's all very monotonous. You can see that looks very similar all the way to the back of the tank, and I've liked it for a long time. I've kind of tried to put some crypts to kind of break it up. You know, I got like different lilies in here, different plants kind of coming out of that carpet, but the carpet's very monotonous and very overgrown. So what I'd like to do is turn this into more of a proper nature style aquarium, where I'm going to pull some of this carpet directly out of the front of this tank, replace it with a little bit of sand and maybe some river pebbles just to border. Most of it's still going to be soil, but I think if I put some river pebbles and some sand in there, it'll give the cory cats a place to go back and forth. And I want to put probably 10 to 12 Trilineatus, which are the false cories that we've been breeding, in here so we can see them run back and forth. I think they would really appreciate that, and I think it would give this tank another dimension and make it look a little more maybe realistic. I'm not sure. I just think I'd like the way it looks. What I'm worried about is rainbow fish really appreciate plants, and they really appreciate dark backgrounds. If you keep them with light colored sand, sometimes their colors can wash out. I've noticed that in one of my tanks downstairs, but it's only the front third maybe, so I think I'd be all right. I think, you know, 2/3 in the back would still be all plants. I've got the back black, and I've thought about maybe growing some taller plants in this corner, keeping it more of a triangular composition, where maybe I've got tall jungle val and other tall growing plants up here, gradually tapering it down, but giving them more of a secure feeling with maybe more of these Valsinaria. And I also planted some Amazon swords in the back that I'm really excited to watch grow. We enjoy this tank every day. This is kind of where we feed Bennett when he needs a bottle. So it's very relaxing, and he really likes it too. He'll lay on the mat and just stare up at the fish, and he'll be content for a long time. Something I really like to do is I like to come to the side here and just, you put your face right up against the glass. You kind of feel like you're underwater with them. And I know this tank would probably look better as a species only tank. If it was just Bosemani, it would look really, really classy. But I couldn't help myself. I just enjoy looking at these fish every day, and I want to see all of them. So I'm going to put pretty much every rainbow I have in here. And you might not get the most natural like shoaling behaviors, and you might not get, you know, breeding behaviors as much, but I think it'll be nice to just sit here and look at all the different species that we have. So that's a decision that I've made to just put everything in here, because it's such a healthy and stable tank that it's also a very just safe place to put old rainbows like these guys. It'd be a shame to lose any of these guys if a tank crashed, so it's the best place for them. But yeah, I'm very interested to do that. I don't have time right now, but I can't wait to see how it looks with sand. Tell me your thoughts on that. If you think that's a good idea, you think it's a waste of time, I'd really appreciate the feedback. I want to take a quick second to thank everyone for supporting me with our website, and all my subscribers and just anyone that's ever reached out and commented. Because of the website and actually how successful it's been, I was able to buy myself a better computer for editing videos, and hopefully this means editing more videos. And I always kind of wanted a gaming computer anyway, because I love playing Battlefield. But I never had a machine, you know, more powerful enough to play Battlefield or any game like that. So now, thanks to you guys, I was able to purchase a laptop where I can start editing videos and, you know, game once in a while when I have time. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone. And I've just never thought that I would actually be able to afford something like this. I'm not trying to brag. I am just coming from a place of gratitude. Thank you guys.